Everyone, welcome back. It's me again. How's everyone doing? I hope you're all right. Got a lot to get through on this video. First of all, my hand. I'm going to show you at the end of the video. I can actually show you the wound because it's not bleeding or anything like that. So I will show at the end of the video exactly what they've done. Will it be the end of it? I don't think so. I really don't. I think it's a little bit still infected, but Anthony Dodge would know that. Talking of Anthony Dodge, and to you all, I really thank you for the wishes pre-operation. And obviously I thank Anthony Dodge for his wishes on his live stream. That was very kind of you. And yeah, as I said, to everybody else that wished me well in the comments, 89's done. But like I said, I'll go through it at the end of the video. It's going to be a bit of a rant video, this one. I'm actually spitting feathers. I really am. And I'll tell you for why. You got to stay tuned for this. You really have. Because it's regarding eBay and their unscrupulous ways of doing things. And they've just changed it. And yeah, I'll go through it in a minute. So I just wanted to show you, obviously, sat around doing nothing. I've got a couple more vehicles. Really don't want to put my hand in camera at the moment because I'll pre-warn you before I show you on the camera of what it looks like. But on the right side, the two that are kind of leading, because I've just put a track on one side, that's the CBRT Striker. I had the pleasure of actually watching one on live firing once. Yeah, spectacular. So it's another member of the CBRT series. And that's on the right side. I've got it sussed now on what angle to print it, and yeah, they came out all right. The one that's on the actual flatbed, that is a 432 FV 432 Bulldog. I had a lot of problems printing this out. Didn't matter what angle I did it at. So what I've had to do is I've had to print the body, and then I've had to do the tracks separate. What I'll do, I'll just pause you and I'll turn it so you don't see my hand. I know some of you are saying, why you keep showing us tanks, Mark? Well, you know, a lot of military vehicles, especially in the 80s, 90s, they moved by rail, and obviously beyond that as well. So we got our 432s, perfectly sized for the flatbed, and exactly how they would have been, you know, because they're a little bit wider than the CBRT, and it does show actually on the flatbed. Really nicely detailed. The one on the right, that's the one that I printed body separate to tracks, and you can see in between the tracks there's no little bits and pieces. Whereas the one on the left, you can still see like little nuggets between the wheels. Obviously, given my capability at the moment, it was I can't do it at the moment. Because obviously it's still a lot of pain and everything else, but yeah, you can still see the bits and pieces between the wheels, but the one on the right, yeah, really nice. So I've just got to paint it up. If you can see the hatches on the top, because there was, even though this was like a basic APC, the hatches, obviously mortar platoon would use them, and you know, they'd have a 76 mil, is it 76 or 86 millimeter mortar inside. Mortar platoon would use that, and they obviously open the hatches and fire from within the vehicle. There's also the version that was in Germany where the hatches was or are on the right side of the sort of back towards the end of the vehicle. They would have them hatches removed and put on a CBRT scimitar turret on there with a 30mm gun, L37 machine gun right next to it. Pretty similar to the turret on the Scorpion, basically. So yeah, that would be in place of the hatches. And so you know, there is within this vehicle, there is quite a few variants, but obviously at the moment I've just got the basic APC variant, and like I said, perfectly sized. So what I'm going to do, I've got another one of those locos from that guy. What I'm going to do, I'm going to run this backwards and forwards, and now I'm going to have my bloody rant at eBay, because I should have brought my iPad up to show you, because when I was selling the ballast wagons, I had them for £4.30 initially, and obviously if you bought more, because obviously I was saving a little bit on postage, they was cheaper. So you had the multi-buy option, but that's no longer available because I'm a private seller, which is fine. That's not a problem, you know. But last week, eBay, the flipping idiots, the greedy, I'm not going to swear how I want to, but I'm not going to. eBay have decided to put a fee. So instead of my ballast wagons being £4.30, they're £5.78 now, because eBay's put on a buyer protection fee that the buyer has to pay for. And I'm like, right, okay, that's going to put lots of people off buying actually on eBay when they know that they, you know, an item that costs £4.30 has got almost £2 in buyer protection fee. But if I sold something for £100, the buyer protection fee is a £5. So literally all these small items, the buyer protection fee, and that's why you'll see prices going up. It's not me, I didn't do it. And when I realised, I think 2 days ago, I basically, everything that's on eBay now, I will put a link into it, one of my items. So the ballast wagons that's left, I think there's about 90 left or something. They're already printed out and everything. I'm not going to make any more of the scrap. Well, I'm basically not going to sell on eBay anymore. I'm done with it. So I need to rethink on how I'm going to do it. Whether I'm going to do a Facebook page or maybe even my own website or what. Because I really enjoyed doing the prints, and it was about offering something at a reasonable price. You know, like I said, I don't make any money. What's being sold now is actually going to lose money, but I think it's time just to get rid of what I've got in the house at the moment, start afresh, come up with some idea, either go on Vinted or a Facebook page or something. I'm not sure yet. I need to really look into it. eBay have proper messed up with this, because like I said, my item's gone from £4.30 to £5.78 or £5.98. It's just ridiculous, you know? And especially at private sellers, it's not what it's about, you know? And not only that, you've got to wait like 3 weeks for your bloody money to come, you know? So if you're like me, ain't got a lot of money, it's a bloody hard thing to do, like, you know? It's, you know, hang around 3 weeks to get paid so you can get some more filament, like, you know, because all I do is I print, you know, using the filament, and then when I sort of getting towards the end, I buy a new batch of filament, and I just keep repeating, because I just enjoy doing the 3D printing. So while I'm waffling and ranting at eBay, I'm just going to start this up and just give you a little look at the Falcon, and you're going to say, gosh, Mark, the camera's steady. I'm using a little camera stand at the moment, so I can't hold the camera. So it has got a sound. It's got an ESU sound chip in it. So loco, I really wanted when it first came out. I really wanted one, but obviously I went to HO and everything else. But I predominantly bought this to go with the military rake, and looking very good. That first one looks like it's just going to slip off in a minute, but there you go. Me and my steady hands. So yeah, eBay. So you got to wait a long time for your money. They put the price up with their buyer protection fee. Like I said, it's not the sellers that are doing it. It's eBay. And I've seen literally people ranting, absolutely ranting on Facebooks and everything else. I don't have Facebook, but my missus looked into it. And yeah, I don't see why buyers, it should be all incorporated within the sellers. Because people are just not going to buy from eBay because the percentage now has gone up. You got your ad rate fees as well. You know, just the pure greed of eBay. And the fact that they're holding your money for 3 weeks. You imagine if 1 million people sell a £1 item and they hold it for 3 weeks, that £1,000,000 is earning a lot of interest on 3 weeks. You know what I mean? That's just, you know, eBay's doing millions and millions. So the interest that they're getting on this money that they're holding, yeah, and, you know, they can dress it up however they like, that, oh, you know, too many scammers, this, that and the other. Yeah, you're always going to get a scammer. You're always going to get one try it on. I've had one try it on as well. But, you know, the percentage to people that are honest and truthful, to the odd one, literally the odd one, that thinks that they're getting a bit of a deal by doing a scam, it's very minimal, you know, and generally people are honest. eBay has just, they proper messed up with this, you know, waiting 3 weeks for your money, putting the fee that the buyer has to pay for, you know, that's all money in the eBay's pocket. And, you know, generally most people are quite honest on eBay, so everything's being sold, so, you know, generally by honest people. So it's a bit ridiculous, really. I'm just gonna let this run backwards and forwards a little bit. It's really nice, this nice sound. But yeah, so I'm kind of done with eBay now. Like I said, I will sell what is currently on eBay, and you know, and that's it. I'm gonna have to find a different way of basically, I'm just going to turn this camera a bit so you can get a good view of it. Yeah, so I'm done with eBay, so I'm just going to sell what I've got that's been listed. Like I said, I will put a link in the description, but just the pure greed of these corporate companies, you know. The rich get richer and the poor get poorer, you know. And I can understand why I've had one sale, like, in a week. You know, I'm talking about 3D prints, and it's just, and I can see why, because, you know, when I looked at it, I thought, this is really strange. And then your item's suddenly gone up by £2. People must have thought, this greedy bloody bloke adding £2 to his listing, you know what I mean? But it wasn't me, you know. So yeah, it wasn't me. So what I've done is I've cut the price down to incorporate that stupid buyer protection fee that the buyer has to pay for. I will end up losing money on what's being sold, but until I can figure out now either Vinted or Facebook page or something like that, then that's what I'm going to have to do, basically. I've got no choice, just my hands are tied. I can see why people are absolutely fuming at eBay. They proper fucked up with this, excuse the language, but they really have. Because, you know, I know if you go on an item and it says, I don't know, £5.78, the buyer would just think, oh, that's what it costs, £5.78. But if you already know it was £4.30 before, it's just, yeah, it's ridiculous. I'm not going to bang on the buyer. I'm just absolutely fuming, spitting feathers. So that's really all I got to say on that. That's kind of like my little rant. It's not really what I wanted to do today, to be honest. I had to be a different kind of video, but there you go. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run this backwards and forwards a little bit. I'm going to pre-warn you that I'm going to show you my hand. The state of it. Looks bloody fantastic. Not. So I'm going to show you it. So if you are squeamish, switch off from the video now, because yeah, I don't want you throwing up or anything like that. But yeah, I'm just going to just let this go past. Excuse the silence, because I'm just preparing my little thing. So yeah, hopefully if you all switched off. Like I said, I don't really want to scare anybody with what it looks like. Do want to thank someone I didn't thank was Graham from Woodhill Park, who I sent some of these military vehicles to. Thank you for doing that, Graham. Thank you for the wishes. You've done a nice video, fair, honest review on them. And yeah, basically you as my hands. So yeah, thank you to Graham. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to stop it there, and then I'm going to show you the hand. And we'll just turn the noise off. Right, so you've been pre-warned. So here we go. Right, I'll give you a view of that first. So literally I've just got those two little stumpies and this, because they've taken the metacarpal out from my index finger. Do I think they've done enough? No, they bloody didn't. And I'm going to show you for why. I really don't like doing this. I don't like showing my disabilities. I don't want sympathy. So please, no sympathy, no anything else. It just, it tickles me pink. It really does. So, right. Hopefully you can see that. So where the scar is, where the stitches are, it's 12 in total. He's done them loosely. There's basically they've taken the metacarpal right from my hand, basically. So the whole bone's been taken out. It looks ugly as hell. And you can see the coloration, the discoloration there in the middle. That's bloody infection. Bye hand. Flippy neck. Yeah, he done a good job on that, but you know, it's the same old. As soon as a knife goes into my skin, it's just susceptible to infection. So yeah, not really I can say much to about it. Obviously it goes all the way up the top there and everything else. So I hope you're not eating breakfast right now. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I've got to apologise to Lord Alan. Oh, I'm sorry I haven't rung your mouth. I can't hold anything at the moment, mate. It's just, it's a real struggle. But I will get round to it, to speaking to you. So yeah, that is it. That's all I really wanted to do, was just get something on my chest about eBay, because it's proper messed up, and obviously just show you what the situation is. And as you can see, yeah, it's still bloody infected. So number 90 coming up. Yeah, time Monday comes, because I'm going to get the stitches out on Monday. I think I'll get a straight referral to Oxford. Yeah, that's not gonna heal in a month of Sundays. So hey ho, is what it is. So I'm going to move that out of the way. You can carry on eating your brekkie and everything else. So that's it. That's all I wanted to show you today. My Falcon, obviously the new things that I've now finally got to grips with. And yeah, I'll literally just see you when I see you. I'm just, hopefully I'll get something sorted with some kind of platform where it doesn't cost a fortune to sell. And you know, and doesn't cost a fortune to buy either. Because at the moment eBay's done. I just, yeah, that was a major F up from eBay doing this buyer protection, and the fact you got to wait so long for your bloody money as well. Yeah. Right, that's it. I'm done. Been a long video. Chatted too much. Repeated myself too much, but there you go. So consider yourself updated. Have a great day. See you soon. Bye now.